Welcome guys, we are back with Age of Wonders 4. I just can't stop playing this game at the moment. I'm really into trying to break out from our start location, and it's we're sort of building up all the time. So I've sort of titled this one the Rally of Lieges, or the ARCHON Rally of Lieges, which I think is our only real good chance to get a strong enough army to make meaningful attacks. So which means we're going to need to get more income possibly. But we're sort of slowly doing that as well. Let's just go and load in our latest game. And strategic turn 72. Now I'm sort of doing handfuls of games at a time. When was the last actual save? 65. Oh, that's 7 turns. It's sort of like we're doing a fair bit done in those 7 turns. But anyway, we'll just sort of see how we go. We'll load the save. I mean, some turns we're not doing much, but other turns we're doing very, very important battles. It's sort of funny, it's been more important battles in this playthrough, I think, than what I've ever had. Normally there's sort of like 1 or 2 big important ones, and the rest of them aren't that important, but there's been so many that are critical. And we're sort of heading off to another attack in through here, actually, where we've got this dragon, 2 dragons. Now the key here is I want them badly. And we need these to do that. 1. We have a weakest unit there. 2. There we go. They're the ones. They're the ones that we're going to need in these battles, in these little battles, to take those sorts of units, because I definitely want those units. So then the group back through this other side, there's nothing much we can do there, so I'll just leave them where they are. Now we're also over here, we're trying to get rid of these units as well, which is, these are really, really quite difficult. To get to the God Keep itself, we have to get past all of these units. I love the theming that's now been done in the game. Like these sort of special locations are really, really interesting, just the way that it's still a random map, but it's just got these sort of like these largish collections now, where you need to sort of try to get rid of the defenders that are wandering, the wandering stacks. And so this is another big one that we have to go for. And the last stack wasn't as powerful as this stack, and that really did stretch us. Well, let's just end the turn. The one I'm most interested in is this one here. I don't think it can... Yeah, we'll still be able to defend everyone. So for them it's an impossible battle, but I definitely want to make sure that I get those 2 dragons. So I would love to have those under our, like in our control. We've still got 86 more mana to play with coming in, and 191 gold. Now the gold is not enough. We need a lot more gold coming in. The mana, maybe I can still just keep things sort of thumping along with that. But the gold, I definitely need to get a lot more gold. You'll see the unit upkeep there is negative 420 at the moment, and we'll need a lot of that one. So. And if every time a vassal falls, and the vassals have been falling a bit, it does cost us a bit of gold as well. Let's just end a turn and see what actually happens, particularly with this stack in here. This one should be coming in to not just raid, but to attack us, is what this one has come to do. This is actually a vassal from one of the other players. They've just put a curse on us. Oh yeah, we've got this big group coming in. So we're coming in to try to sort of stop this attack. So they'll be trying to besiege the other city. Now we have a bit of turn. We have 2 turns to be able to then go and fix this. This is the leader of the game so far, wandering in. This is the elves. The elves are playing in a team. So we've got the wood elves, and these are the high elves. So the high elves are coming in for to besiege our towns, but so we have to destroy this massive army. And so the 2 elven players are playing together, and we'll have 2 turns to defend, really, and really at least one more turn after that to be able to then retake. Is sort of the way it tends to work. So I'm only literally a turn or 2 away, and then we've got, these are the 2 dwarves. So we've got there's 2 dwarven factions. They're coming fairly low in the back of everything, and this is the orcs. The orcs looks like they're going to be moving across now as well, potentially. So the orcs are on their own, but have an advantage with cities. And then this is independence, and they're moving across. I'm going to have to probably run away from there. Okay, they have now gone in for the attack. Now, I'm going to manually play this one because I definitely want to make sure that I try to capture these 2 dragons. I'm going to have a couple of shots at it. I've only got 2 of the Lightbringers that are actually in this particular battle. But that will have to do. So we've already captured 1 dragon from them. And this one's very close to becoming a full-blown dragon. So it's actually it's extremely close now. So we're only like a handful of what are we? We're at 13 away from having this dragon level up to becoming a full-blown dragon. We've got this one here, which is also sort of level up. That's not going to be able to do much as such. Well, this is an easy fight for us, but we'll just go through and just sort of see what we end up having. Now, I don't know what that spell was that was cast on us. We'll have to look and see what happens when we go into battle here. So just go to manual combat, because I have definite things I want to get from this one. Hi, Bjorf, how are you going? So, Bjorf saying there's only 2 people watching. I'm here for early for once. Yes, you are. And hi, Bob, on YouTube, and Sea and Sand. Back in the sea. Actually, I saw your message there about Xenonauts 2, Sea and Sand. I haven't actually played the what was it, the air combat in really for a long time. I'm going to give that a go. I sort of shy away from it because I'm so bad at it. All right. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that our Lightbringers have an opportunity against the 2 dragons, and the dragons are only young dragons, so young fire dragons. And we'll be wanting to bring, if we can get a few of those, that's going to be extremely useful. We may be save scumming this a little bit, just because I really, really want them. So I need to use these Lightbringers to dominate, and if we can dominate the dragons, then we're going to have an opportunity at the end of that to then go and capture them. So so the dragons really can only sort of get into this area at the start. So I might as well just start to bring everyone back up. We also then have to make sure that we don't lose that many men, because we are going to be wanting to keep the forces fairly strong in terms of the next big fight against those elves. So this is the easy fight, but one that we do definitely need to have certain things happening. This magma spirit, I'm sort of tempted to keep this out of the... Like, this is not as strong, really, in what it does do as what we would want. The architect. We do have a cultivator. And I'll cultivate back to the that one there, I think. Actually, the Inquisitor could have definitely been in that category. We'll keep that in the middle. Now, if I can weaken their resolve, like their abilities to protect themselves, that would be good. So if we have a look at the actual dragon itself, what we're looking at here is the overall the status resistance reduces the chance that the unit will be affected by negative status effects. The current chance is 47%, so that's going to mean that trying to dominate it is going to be fairly difficult. So if we can reduce their status resistance, that would be ideal. And if we then look at the fire dragon, it should be about the same usually, yeah. So that's got the same 47% reduction. So we'll need to try to affect both of those. And there's units like, what does this one do? We've got this one here, weakens, stuns, condemned. Now, if we have a look at what each of these things do, a chance to stun it. Can't use any movement. Condemned, -3 status resistance. So if we can condemn it, we end up sort of halving that status resistance, which would be important. So we want to condemn it before we do the before we try to take it. So that will be important. We've got our own dragon down through here. Now they've got a now that's been slowed, has it? No, it will cause slowed with that one through there. Alright, tail swipe as well. These aren't as important, so I'll just sort of keep them really just to protect things. There's another berserker. And if we have a look at the different attacks that we've got, yeah, condemned. So this one does inflict condemned. So getting an attack in with that one first would be good. What else do we have? Mending touch. Yeah, they're just support. What about with the architect? So it has Spirit Blast, which will sunder defense, sunder resistance. So that gets its status resistance down as well. So we can actually sort of then remove status resistance just with normal attacks of this particular unit. So that's a good one. And so we end up with the Spirit Blast, which is just a one-off. So we can get one more with that. The Order Tesseract is essentially going to be a Tesseract which then fires. I think that also then does condemning. Condemn only is you're either condemned or not. But the Spirit Blast, at least it can sort of get the sundered resistance down, which is sort of what we want. Mending touch, yeah, defensive mode, warding. There's not going to be anything else we're going to get in through that one, so we'll just go and close that one off. So we'll need to get that resistance down for all of these different units. Yeah, these all have taken a little bit of damage. That one there. Okay, this one does cause sundered resistance as well. So we'll move that one towards the middle. And so Sonia is... we just go and have a look at her abilities. So the firebolts, yep, sundered resistance for 3 turns, and she's got 3 shots there. So that's a good one to bring them down. All right, so that's we should be able to get the resistance down to 0, which is still going to they can still defend, but it's just going to make it a lot easier for me to then dominate. So as long as we go that way. Now the webbing is going to cause bleeding, immobilization and lifesteal, so nothing much really in terms of anything else. Let's just move them off to the side in this case. The Death Knights have got Rumors Retaliation, so again nothing much really in terms of what it's going to then be able to go and do. So we'll just keep it in the middle. Just need to get our plan together. Then of course these still actually have their ability to condemn. Yeah, so we've got any of these shots here will condemn and stun. So we'll sort of try to keep these also fairly central. Again, these have got the condemned attack. We can use condemning as well with spells, which we'll be able to do another architect. And Sev has got Assassin Strike, and this one causes Frozen. Only 30% chance of that one, Polearm and Frenzy. So not a hell of a lot there. We'll just bring that one across. And then finally we have the big War Breed, which is not going to condemn either. That's just going to just be a basic sort of attack. So nothing much really is going to happen there. And then we've got this one as well. So I just want to bring this one into a position where it can then do things. Its attack as well will then do condemned. Yeah, I'll just bring that one up. Just bring it into the middle there. All right, that's what we're going to be dealing with. Let's just end our turn here. We're buffing that one, which is good. Now we don't want them being able to fly across the map. I think I'll just get the condemnation happening. We sort of can do it anyway, but let's just get the condemnation happening anyway with this. So the young fire dragon. The hero there is the one that's going to be. It can only really reach to there. These can reach the front line. I'm going to pop in one of these Order Tesseracts at the start here. So just to get this one sort of out of the way. I think we'll pop it in here. And then there is a chance that we can then use this one. So this one has got spirit damage, so it doesn't actually cause, it doesn't actually make anything else happen. So I just want to, it's not going to actually, it does have pulse of resistance there. Oh, that's already what it's got. Okay, that's okay, we'll do that one. And I want to do the same with the architect over here as well.
Oh.
I don't really have a shot against the dragons. Look, I'll still take it, I think. And we're not going to go in any further. So the dragons are... double check, yes. Actually, the status resistance here is only 3. There's no... I think because it's no longer in defensive mode. So yeah, we'll be able to... should be able to weaken this one a fair amount, ultimately. I'll wait until we're a bit closer, I think. I think I'll wait for them to attack. So let's go and use a spell. Let's use Mass Condemnation and just condemn all of these. The dragon will then go into a raged sort of frenzy at some point, like if it loses enough points, which could give it another group in there. So this is now, the status resistance has now gone completely, which means that it's it is viable for us to go and attack it. Now if I dominate from there, 2, 3, that's a range of 3, so I need to be there to be able to dominate. I might just do a quick save here and just sort of see if this is going to work. Have we done enough? Yeah, 90% chance to dominate. It's been dominated. Alright, and we'll do the same over here. These are flying units, so they can sort of zip around. And this one here has a range of 4. This is a higher level. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to keep this one further back. Great. That's what we wanted to do out of this one. And now we just need to protect these. So we did a bit of damage to that one, but which I didn't need to do ultimately. I could have just done what I did. So we now actually have this one. We now have the tail swipe, which we can now do against both of these. And we now need to go back in and make sure that we capture these. Well, not capture them. Sorry, we protect them. So it is time to come charging into this one. So that plan worked perfectly.
All right.
Now this one here, we've got a good chance of stunning. This one's only 66% chance of stunning, but let's just do it anyway. Did weaken it, and these are draconians. That's just now got draconic rage, which is what I was trying to avoid from the others. Let's just move this one up. I didn't get a chance to stun that one. Move forward. I love the interplay with this game. Just what you can then go and do with it. Now this is a vampire spider matriarch. I'll just go and move that. Actually, that's all now been blocked off completely. Take Sev up this way. Take the Warbreed with him. The architect has moved. The healer, we'll just move on up. Try this again. Bolt of Judgment. Resisted again, wow. That was unlucky, but I'm happy with the luck that we've got for these two. So I'm not going to be too worried about that one. Just got to make sure we don't lose them now. Resisted the burning as well. Okay, so we're still going. Got the Berserker, which we can't really do anything with. Just all clustered up together. It's only a 5%, I'm not going to worry about it. And I won't worry about that one either. We'll leave them where they are. Okay, that's a good start. That's fine. Does this one have any special abilities? Slippery, Fury of the Sylvan Wolf. Just looking to see if there's anything else in through there. No, that's okay. These are sort of like draconian halflings. Take a bit of damage there. Better off just doing ranged attacks against this. Kill that one off. Start there, and we can just now go and chase these other ones down. Now I don't want to go through the poisoned plants, so I'll just charge into this one here. Should be able to fly over the top with the dragons back into these sorts of areas. Tail swipe through there. So we also have to be aware of trying not to lose too much health without these different units. Because they need to be in the fight in the next round or so. This one just becomes a simple attack. Bleeding. Warbreed can't make it. 40%, I'll take that. I'm not really focused on very much on sort of min-maxing what we've got here at the moment, and so otherwise I would be doing these sorts of attacks which condemn and do other sorts of things first, just to weaken them. We've got our own dragon. I forgot about that. So we've still got this one as well. Let's get this thing surrounded. These are support units that can't really do anything. Oh, I didn't mean to take it through the poison. cultivator. Actually, we've already used that one. That will kill that one off. I thought that one floated. Yeah, it is floating. But it still got caught up in the... Did it get... No, it did fly over the top of this, so that's okay. That's okay. So that's already done. Just move these up. Yeah, so I can, if I fly across there, if I land there, I've got to stay there. But these don't get impacted by this because they're... or are they? One's distracted. Is it from these? It is. Did he get distracted from it? Didn't think they would. That one's condemned. Another one down. There we go. So that's them done. So we picked up 2 more dragons out of that. Which is awesome. Now we should have enough mana to be able to convert them over. I hope we do. So we'll our dragon here got up to 101 now. So we've just picked up a couple of more points from that particular fight. So we'll go and close that one off. Just have the independents moving. Okay, that was good for us. Yeah, so that one there, 225 each to pick those up. So definitely want to grab both of those. Keep the selected units. These are going to cost me a fair bit per turn to keep them in the fight. But if I can get these up to full-blown dragons, that's going to be an incredible, addition to the to our units. The young dragons aren't that great, but the when they become full-blown, they become very, very good. Okay, Sibioff saying it's not too much trouble, Daz, and I know you could and should 100% Google this, but could you sum up the new culture? No, that's what these sessions are for, really, is just to do a bit of a deep dive into what's going on. So, and hi, Aaron, how you going? Saying I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, let's have a look at that, because I haven't actually done that for a fair while in this particular episode, and sort of how it does work. I'll just go and keep these units, just get them off to a good start there. We did get Enchanted Plate, which is a tier 4. Okay, I'll give that one. I'll open that one up into one of the heroes that we actually have. So, not so much the ranged units. She's also gone up a level as well. But these ones, like Beowulf, has got a tier 2, and Sev has got a tier 4. So we'll go back to Beowulf's armor here. It's reinforced. Enchanted Plate. Let's just go that way. All right, so we'll confirm that one and close. Yeah. So basically, the this DLC that we've got adds a lot to the game, like a hell of a lot to the game. So maybe we go back and even just have a look at the start. I'll just go and save where I am. Do a save there. So if I go back out to the main menu, because it adds forms as well as sort of form and structure. It adds sort of culture and stuff like that to to what it does do. If we go into a new game, this is I guess where it sort of really does sort of show itself. You've got a few little extra things with the realms, like not too much. I won't go into that too much detail, but you've got more the good type of stuff that does come in, like as in good and evil, and more ordered, I guess. And you end up with these. You end up with a way to be able to play where you've got spawners now that are more order spawners. So they bring out the Archon giants and things like this, like the big Archons from the earlier games, which I might as well just show you this, I guess, and just go through the first little part of it. So if I go into Customize Realm and then just go into, we don't have any new ones in here as such. Oh, hang on, no, we do. The Blessed Fields. This realm mainly features rolling plains. So this is actually a way of playing the game, like Blessed Fields, back in through there. The unknown traits, we do actually have the Celestial Grounds. So Celestial Grounds are common in this realm, replacing all other infestations. And so this then brings out Crusader host infestations. So that's sort of what that one is through there. We don't have any of the extras that bring in, for example, the Ashen War or any of these. These are sort of like how you then end up with different types of enemies coming up against you. So nothing in there. But then through here we've got a few others as well, I think. So if we just have a quick look and see what they did bring in. But even those two alone are really quite interesting, and just in the terms of the way the world is then formed. So I don't think we've got anything extra in, nothing more in there, but there is a lot that just those two alone are fairly good in the base game. If we then just go into the, how would you like to say it? Would you say, no, I won't save it. When you go to creation, you've then got a couple of other forms as well, and so this is actually sort of where a lot of what we see on the map is now going to be sort of taking part. So you've now got the addition of Elysians, who we're playing as, which are sort of like high-level humans. So if you compare them, they've got Inner Radiance, which is also now new, which gives you +3 spirit resistance. So attackers, melee attackers sustain 3 spirit damage. So essentially that's just a way of getting more order and more sort of that magical feel to the ordered factions. It's got the defensive tactics and the experience from the humans. So if we go back to humans, they've got defensive tactics experience, but they also then have the fast recuperation. So the Elysians ditch the fast recuperation for the spirit damage. It's their base setup. So that's sort of what's now comes in with the game. You also on the side of that, because these do tend to look angelic and more ordered, you then actually also have the Ancients, which are sort of like they're sort of undead, but they're not undead in the traditional evil undead way. They can be anything, and these come in. This is quite interesting. These actually come in with an arcane focus, so their magic deals extra damage. They've got a resistance, so +1 defense and resistance. These are almost like sort of ancient. So sort of almost like the Tomb Kings from Warhammer. I guess they sort of the way they would sort of then work. They do still have defensive tactics. But one thing that's been introduced in the Griffin update, which came with this one, is flaws. And so they've got a weak constitution. And so their health regeneration in the world map is reduced by 50%. So they're slow to heal, but they then get other bonuses through these other aspects. So typically the flaws, and you can sort of see them in through here, will then sort of give you like -1s, which gives you extra you can then go and spend up through here. So there are a number of flaws that have been added into the game. I hope that they flesh that out more and more over in the coming months. But anyway, that's sort of what we have. So they're the two different forms that you end up getting. We went with Elysian, so we'll just go and select that one.
Origin culture?
There is one more culture that's been added in to here. There's nothing else, which is the architect culture. And so people dedicated to the creation of something greater than themselves. And so they try to build monuments. And so we went and chose that one. So this is essentially the Archons that we then went for. The great thing about this is it's not purely order or good that you have to then go and pursue. You can do all sorts of things. So you then choose which affinity you're going to start with. So you can actually go with architects, and we went with order just because it was more thematic for introducing the game. But you can really start off anywhere and push things along. And so when you choose the architect, you choose your flavour really, which is which is awesome. So at least that sort of then heads you down a particular track where you get different bonuses based on these. And this is really quite fleshed out, this particular culture. So it's actually it's a pretty amazing sort of way that things work. In terms of the society traits, I don't think we had any new ones. No, we did have 2 new ones. They're at the bottom here. 3 new ones. These visions. So the Archons are all about prophecy, and so you've got a couple of new ones down this side. So Vision of Destiny, which then has different, and I forget which one we chose. Bearing the mark of infinity, they are designed for greatness. On arrival of the realm, the most interpretive vision of what your people is destined to become. And so you end up with these sort of like different visions in through there that you can then go and choose. Vision of Promise, I think it's maybe the one that we got. Prophecy will bring them into a new home, which, yeah, this is the one that we did. So Vision of Promise, and it sort of then gives you can either be order, materium, or nature based with what you can then go and do with that one. So you have to then, when you go start the game, you have to choose one of those affinities, and then you've got Vision of Ruin, which is which essentially is another prophecy one, that we either do chaos, astral, or shadow. So it's very, very broad the way it sort of does work. So you end up with these. So that's essentially what we chose, was Vision of Promise, and then we went with Order again. So we've gone fully Order all the way through, and so we're now really, really structured in terms of order, which means we're very one-dimensional the way that we're playing this particular one that we're playing. Let's just get out of there
Origin culture
and just go
or
back
journey
out.
starts
So
here.
that's sort of the big
Choose
things
your
that were then brought in at the start. And if we then go into there's a few more tomes and things. If we just go into load game and load the save. Hi orangutans, how you going? Yeah, the old people race. Yeah, there is. But again, these can be structured whichever way you want to go. And so we've actually then I'll just go and close that particular fight off. So with the way it's sort of then working is we end up with a situation where we end up with a where is it? Sorry, I'm just going to go back through. So in our cities, like the architect cities, have got you can build different sorts of things within them. If we go into the actual city itself, have a look to see what we can then go and do. A lot of this stuff is going to be sort of stock standard, but you then sort of come down into these monuments. So you need a thing called Wonderstone, and so we're one turn away from getting another Wonderstone to then be able to create our monument and get it even higher. And so we end up with upgrades the monument. Architects units gain +4 order incarnate. The units gain +4 spirit resistance. City gains +10% to all income. Things like this. So building the monuments is quite powerful. And so we've got a monument over here which is currently tier 3. And so the tier 3, don't know if it's going to show us what that one is. There we go. At the moment we've got +3 order incarnate, 2 spirit resistance, 20 city stability, +3 order affinity. But we need this Wonderstone to be able to build it. So this is a unique resource for this particular one to build these. I've got another one that I had started to build down in here somewhere, I think. We've got one that's being constructed in through this other side over through here, just the foundation at Mazia Corum. So I think it's still building that one. Oh no, it's now building the academy. But I want to save this one up until we get the 600, which we'll get next turn. And so these come from different magic materials that we have under our control. That's one of the ways, and you can also then search for them as well, which I didn't really do in this game. We're just letting it sort of just come in through the material resources. That's pretty much it. And so the actual forces we then actually have, like the different architect units. This particular grouping has got none of the actual architect units in it. This one here does. This one has got these shade makers, tier 2 archers. These are really quite good, and they've got good hit points for archers. So they're sort of fairly. They're not melee fighters, but they can actually stand in a fight and then move themselves away usually to get it like another shot. So they're almost like some of the support type units that you can get that can do this similar sorts of things. And again, we don't have any real. We do have an Inquisitor, which is actually something that does now come through. I think it comes in through the base. Actually, maybe that doesn't. Actually, I think you end up getting this one through your tomes, and then just grouping through here. Yeah, nothing much in there that's unique to what we end up getting in this side. My main army of units are these ones in through here that have got again more of these shade makers. Zealots you bring in, but that's just part of the tomes. What else do we have? These are cultivators. These are level 1 support units. These are really quite good, I've got to say. The paladins come in through through tomes. What else do we have? Yeah, so I don't have a hell of a lot. The Inquisitors sort of do, but I'm pretty sure they come in through through tomes as well. Actually, it looks like we're just up to this as well, getting the things from the actual tomes. Now, the Chaplain is a tier 3. Yep, I think that would be sort of working out fairly well. Then we conjure the Divine Beacon. This is a combat summon spell. Either one of those is pretty good, actually. I'll go the Chaplain. Let's go and pick him. We'll just go and have a quick look at the tome libraries. So all we've done is we've gone with the basic order tomes. Tome of Faith gives us the lesser light spirit, and that's all. We didn't bother with Tome of Virtue, which does give us the Paladin, so we didn't end up getting that one. The Paladin that we have is one that we just picked up. The Summon of Vigil. That's not a bad one, actually. We may even go back for those. Tome of the Beacon gives us the Chaplain, which we're just picking up now. The Blessed Soul, which we just need to get our city levels up to a high enough level to be able to bring those in. I do want to start to bring those in. Tome of the Inquisition gives me the Inquisitor. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is just coming in through these other sorts of things. We've got Tome of the Sanctuary now as well, where we can get the full light spirits if we need to. Yeah, so anyway, it's sort of interesting the way it's sort of coming through. It's a very, very good addition to the game. Like it adds a lot, and not just in one dimension. Like I was very impressed with it being multi-dimensional, with the way it sort of did work. Now this group that's wandering in is a very, very powerful stack. That one there, not so much. But this one here, tier 5, a couple of tier 4s. So the idea here is that we just move away from them. We're still trying to heal up. Having said that, yeah, no, these still all have to heal up. Just move into our territory and just get them healed up over the course of the next turn or so, and then we'll go hunting for them again. We've got another light spirit in here to try to be able to go and capture units. But I think the balance of this this grouping has really impressed me. Like it's I'm just really blown away just by what they've been able to do to make it so it's not just order. Because I actually thought the Archons were just going to be all about order, but they've actually done the balance of all of the different affinities so well. I mean, we've chosen order, but that's we don't have to. We don't have to at all. So seems cool so far, says Bjorf. I've not played Age of Wonders 4 in a while, but was a bit disheartened by the state of the dark culture. I still like the dark culture, to be honest. That's one of my favourites. I do like them, but in this case we're just playing purely good, as good as we possibly can, to sort of see how we go. Alright, so domain has been invaded. Yep, so back in through here with these guys. Okay, then we've got Zathel Silverleaf cast Burden of Guilt upon you. So Burden of Guilt is losing 50% of its movement points in the world map. So it's going to slow us down as we try to sort of move in towards towards this fight. Not that it's going to matter that much, because we're going to be wanting to have just a turn to reset and just get everything else ready. The Astropolis sent a war party. Don't know where they are. They're underground, are they? Way up the top. Yeah, it's an underground group somewhere up there, which we can't see. So yeah, that was way up in the north. That'll probably be Old Hollow is where the dragons are coming from. This is the group that actually is sending down the force with the dragons. But if we keep on taking dragons from them, I'm actually pretty comfortable with that, to be honest. So things are just sort of working out our way with that particular one. All right. So then we've got your ruler is leveled up. And what we've been trying to do is to come down into here and get revive, which what this one does, target friendly corpse is revived with 60% of its maximum hit points. And so I definitely want to be able to do this one. This is one that's sort of, this is why we chose pretty much cleric right from the very, very start. So let's go and grab that one. So Battle Saint, that's another new one that's come through with the, I don't know if it's actually to do with the Archons or if it's actually just part of the base game. Oh yeah, I'm not sure about that one. But anyway, that's a new class to play as. So we've got that one there. So close that one off. So that makes her a little bit more powerful. Yeah, so she can only make it to there this turn. Now these guys, we don't know exactly where they're heading off to. Overall, these are not as strong as ours. So unit for unit, they've got a few powerful ones, but nothing much really for us to concern ourselves with. Getting those dragons in has now taken a lot of our mana away. So we now have a bit more of a drain. These guys just need to heal up, but they'll heal up in a couple of turns. So this one is now really close. A couple more turns and this becomes a full-blown dragon. I think I'll stick with this group, with this unit. Actually, I might get rid of the Berserker. Once they get to champion level, that's usually where they get their big advantages from. But if they do evolve like the dragon does, the dragons evolve at legend, and so you can see down through there the at legend mode evolves into a frost dragon. So we just need to keep this one actually in the fight, and we want to do the same with the other two dragons that we just picked up. So we'll be wanting them to fight as well. And these are still entry level at this point in time. These are just veterans, so they've got a long way to go. So they've two more to get to the next one. They're going to go from veteran to elite, and then from elite to champion, then from champion to legendary. So I might add this one into the this particular. Actually, this one here. How far have we got in this one as well? Just go and right click on that one there. That one's got 4 to get to the next rank. So we'll have a look at that one. Hi Began, how you going? So Rangatang saying a bit random, but Quasimorph is 30% off on Steam today. Oh, okay. Great game. If you don't have that in your library, you may want to check that one out. Now they've actually slowed us down, but it's not going to worry me here because the groups that they're slowing down won't really be a major concern. Now let's move one of the dragons in with Sev, because Sev also, their 2 leaders have got the ability to add 2 upgrades every turn to any unit that they've actually got. So if we maybe leave the 2 frost dragons in with Sunia, and so Sunia is she can be in charge of the dragons, which means I think I might get rid of the Berserker. Let's just move the Berserker out for a second. We'll move the other dragon in, so that frost dragon. So, and it's mainly, I just mainly want to get these up to full-blown dragon status. So we'll get that one done fairly soon. The red dragon I want to bring across, or the fire dragon I want to bring it into here. Now, Sev has still got everyone just in elite mode, and so these are getting close now. The Warbreed is getting close to becoming. If we just go and right-click on these, so this Warbreed unit is an Archon. I think it's an Archon or a Dwarf, or Mountain Dwarfs. Yes, we've taken these from the Mountain Dwarfs. This particular group, this particular unit. And so it's this one is fighting for us, and it has so it's elite at this stage, only 5 away from becoming champion. And in this case, it's going to get at champion. It's going to get 10 more hit points, and it's also going to get the sprint medal, which will give it a bit more ability to then go and do other things. So that's okay. We'll just go back in. We also then have, might as well go through each of these and just see how far off they are. This one here is 5 away as well. Again, we'll get sprint at that point. This one here is a bit more, 12 away. I probably want to keep these with the group that we actually have. These this one's elite and is 10 away. It gets champion heal when it actually upgrades. Additional 30 temporary hit points. That's massive. So keeping that one in there is good as well. Then we've got the Architect as well. This one is 10 away. So it's sort of a fair few turns before these become what they have. And so this one becomes summoned affinity Tesseract gains Frenzy. So this one here will then, when this unit lands an attack, it gains a stack of Strengthened. Okay, so that's just going to mean that this thing can then sort of stay, the Tesseract can then stay in the fight. I think it's the Tesseract rather than the actual unit. Maybe it is the unit from that builds a Tesseract that then goes and gets it. I think I could actually sort of leave this one out if I wanted to bring the dragon in. I sort of want the others to level up. They're all leveling up really quite nicely, but let's just move that one along, and we'll just start to move these up along these roads.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon goes in. Again, we just want these dragons to be leveling up a lot. So just by keeping them with the heroes, it sort of helps in that sense. That's as far as Sunia can get to. So we're getting close, and then we've got this full stack in through here. Now, do we need all of these? The Magma Spirit is also... It's just slowly getting towards the higher level, but it's still a fair way off. In terms of what it does do... And there's nothing really in these armies that I want to go and capture. So I might even leave out these Lightbringers. How do we go with that Lightbringer there? Which one is it? This one in here. Yeah, that one's. We want this one to get leveled up, just to get the better conversion. So I'll keep that one there, but I might even ditch the Lightbringer from this army. And think about one of the others that we could bring back in. Yeah, I'll bring the Architect back into that stack there. I want these to be able to fight together, so I'll keep them sort of where they are. They can fight within 4, which means I can move them down a little bit further. That will do. They can still protect each other. Which then means we just bring these together to just follow along. Just make sure that none of these can actually really reach that far in. They can reach to there. That's as far as they can get. So as long as I keep this stack in behind that, we should be okay. So they're really just here for additional elements or additional units if we need to replace things in our actual armies. Rally of Lieges is still 6 turns away, so I'm looking forward to that one. I need to keep on bolstering up my gold as we do this. Okay, Fangir was in a different attack somewhere else, possibly over in here against the undead, I think. Yeah, from over here. This is interesting. This is sort of under where we are. This was underground, I think. If we go above ground there, that's where he died, underground here, and just on the other side of the God Keep. So there's big things happening for Fangir out that side, and Fangir is a bit of an easy target for us, so we do want to go after him at some point. And I want this army to do that, but we just need to clear this out first, so it's a little bit more tricky with what we actually have. And we did capture that halfling. So he's been captured in through there. So we'll just go and just keep them where they are. This one's now got a little bit more protection. It's now up to 30. And I don't want to be spending too much. We've got the affinity obelisks. Stack of infinity incarnate. The city gains 10 food, 10 city ability. The battlements allow us to defend a bit easier. The estate hall. The mint. This one here is going to give me plus 20 gold income. Again, gold is really what I need badly. But the order bolstering matrix is going to cost me a fair bit actually to go and build that one. The tavern, these guys, yeah, aren't that happy. Tavern's only 2 turns. Let's just go and grab that one now. Do you have the apex there as well? Unlock summoning tier 4 and 5 units. Actually, that's one that we do need to go and get. Actually, can we go and bring in the... Can't bring that one in. I can now summon in a Blessed Soul. Some Blessed Soul shield unit that can rally your units. So these are quite cool as well. We might look at that one, but maybe we'll just wait until we've got a little bit more of the mana coming in. Stone walls down through this other side. So this one just gives us a bit more protection. And yeah, there's nothing much else there. We can get the estate hall will give me extra food income. This one does need this one to get higher. We've got nothing really boosted. The academy as well. Ballistic towers. Yeah, that's not bad actually. It's nice and cheap. Let's just go and grab that one. Just see if we can actually sort of go and get it done. Healing spires. So that was we've now got this research. It's 4 healing spires in combat during a siege. And then we have the different orders down through here. So this one's slightly injured. It was more of this one here. I just want to keep that one where that is. So none of these I want to have moving off. Now these phase beasts, so I was moving this big stack down. This is actually coming from the Rally of Lieges. So we got a very, very strong group that was going to come in and join in with this particular fight. So, but now I'm thinking... No, I think I should be fine with just the 3 stacks. They should be able to wipe this army out. I don't think there's going to be any real big surprises down that way. Just let's keep on bringing this stack across. And then we'll sort of add that into this grouping. This is a very, very powerful group that we actually have, that we picked up. So we do actually have like Blessed Souls in through here as well, that we can sort of then use. So we've picked up one of those. It's mainly the tier 3 units that I'm actually looking for with those Rally of Lieges, but this one we did pick up a phase beast there as well, which is a very, very strong unit. And so we'll be wanting to feed these into the main armies. So there's no streaming rush, but this is going to be the army that then takes out Fengir, ultimately. But we just need to... We could even avoid these and just go straight around the corner to Fengir. Not worry about these at all. This is interesting. These guys will... it's a risky battle there, actually. No, sorry, they will fight. They're not... That's not a spawner. The spawner, because we're playing good, if we find a good spawner, they will actually just leave. They won't fight us. Okay, I'll leave all of those where they are. And end our turn. This is Serena. Now, it's going to be interesting when the next one, this one, what are they going to do? I don't think they can attack us. I think we sort of set ourselves up to just be one turn away. Oh, they did. They did attack us. But they attacked us with a really substandard stack. Like they've gone in for the focus of the attack. They've actually gone in with using a wild speaker unit. So they actually separated that unit on its own, which means that it's just their 3 most powerful attack. The other 2 most powerful. This is the one doing the attack. This is a bad move. Bad move on their part. So let's have a look, a bit of a see what they've actually got. I'm going to auto battle this one, but then just see what actually happens, because I don't think we're going to have a big struggle here. This is a low risk battle, so let's just go and do the auto combat. The thing Is there anything? There's nothing I want. If we lose units, I'm going to definitely play it again. Nope, we kept everything, and they lost everything. So we now actually have this dragon went up a level. This one will be even closer now. So it's only 4 away now from becoming a full-blown dragon. We took a bit of damage everywhere, but that's actually okay. I don't think that's bad at all with what we've actually seen through there. These have gone up into champion levels, which is fantastic. That one's also been able to go up into elite level. So it's now a fair way off. It's 30 points off now, becoming to getting to the champion level, but it's actually getting up there nicely. I'm really focused on what the levels are of these units because it gives them so many more abilities. Let's just go and close that one off. I don't think I can fight with anything else. They should now try to run. So this really puts them on their back foot as well, which should then open up a bit of timing for us to maybe even go after the orcs. At the moment, we're just being defensive without this particular stack that we've got. Rewards. Scavenge equipment from defeated heroes. A Celestial Griffin mount. This is a tier 2. The Retort of Purging. Tier 4. It can only be used by rangers. And then we've got the Boots of Escaping. It does give fortune. Okay, that's interesting. I think we'll just open up the hero screen just to see if anyone can actually take that one. Now, she can still... We haven't given her a mount. I think I'll still go with the graceful... The Griffin mount will allow her to fly. This one here is gives a touch of grace. I think I'll go that way. Just give her that one there. Confirm that one. She can take the Boots of Escaping. We'll see if anyone else would be better with those boots. Yeah, so not... that's Boots of Resistance. We can use the boots. We don't have anything on the head. Nothing else in there either. We can't. Well, we've got this this pike. We can't actually do anything else there. Yeah, this one's only just using a simple white horse. So give her the Griffin mount. So she can have flying and the Orb of Blight. It's only tier 1. Shoes of Escaping, we'll give her those as well. We'll just confirm that. And now this one is only a tier 1. Poison Bolts. It does 12 blight damage. This one does essentially 14 damage. Frost and Blight. Death Bolts. And Frozen Sphere. Chance to immobilize. But the Sharpened Sphere in through here. These aren't great, but okay, so we ignore up to 4 status resistance. If we're doing different things. You know, I might actually take the Sharpened Sphere. Just take that one there. So we'll confirm that one. Just have a quick look through the others, just make sure. So we're back with Falcons again. It's a Death Calling Orb. Oh, this is Falcons, is our new one as well. The White Wolf mount. Yep, that's okay. I forgot that I've got five heroes now. Okay, so that's all good. That should be I don't think we're going to get. We can get the chance to get another hero in 27 turns. So everything is looking pretty good there. I'm just going to fill up my water. I'll just be 1 second. All right, this is good. Beast Wrangler leaves in 1 turn, that's okay, we don't need anything else from him. We've captured Barley Stone Root, and Drew Stone Root has also been captured or been killed. We've just picked up the remains. That gives us a little bit of a boost to our mana and also to our knowledge by picking those up. Okay, so we've only got 2 more left. Some tier 3s. This really shouldn't be a big problem to us, so we'll just see who I want to take out. I probably want to take this one back out again, the Spider Matriarch. Everyone else there is pretty good health, and again we want these dragons to keep on leveling up. So we're only 2 away now for getting this young frost dragon into becoming a full-blown dragon. So this fight will then take that into that particular mold. Let's go and move this one in there. And yeah, all 3 armies can then fight this. That sort of gets rid of that big stack that had been created at the top. And then I think what we'll do is we'll then come back. So I can go with any of these. Just do a quick save because we're just going to leave these. So that's the group. And again, we'll just go in auto combat. If we lose any units, we'll have to fight it out. Almost lost that dragon. Almost, but not quite. And so we now have legendary status in through here with this young frost dragon, which essentially means it's now an actual frost dragon. So we'll just go and close that one off. And we got a Sunderer. I'm going to dismiss that unit. I don't want it. And if we now have a look at the dragons, there it is. We've got a full-blown frost dragon now. So this is so that's now the big guy. So we now have frost breath. So this is now going to go through its own series of level ups. And so when it eventually gets to champion level, it's then going to get killing momentum. So this is already now an extremely strong unit that will just get stronger and stronger as it goes through the different levels. So just need 10 more to go to the next level up, which will then just give it a little bit more hit points. So as we go through each level, it's just going to get a bit more hit points as it goes through. By default, it's got very, very good defenses. It's got very good protection. It's still susceptible to fire. Its status resistance is very, very high. So this is a extremely powerful unit now. And I'll keep this one in with this stack because I still want it to keep on leveling up. And so every turn it gets 2 more levels. But that's the there we go. We've got our next one along. This one here is still a little way off, a fair way off, becoming up, to get to champion level and then to go to legendary beyond that. But as we go through each of these fights, it certainly does help. So Spring Plague is saying hi as well, and we've got username taken is saying this is my favourite game currently, so deep in so many ways to play. I love the race creation in particular. Yeah, it's extremely well done, and it's sort of like when the game first released, there was a lot of consternation by players. It was just too wildly different what you could sort of build with your different faction creation, but they've sort of reined that in a lot with what random factions will then be generated. So it's you've got a lot of choice now with the way that you do that as well, like as to how much or how little you let them sort of deviate from those core areas, with the sort of set startup. So I don't think that I don't sort of hear too much about it being unthematic anymore. Like it's I can see that why people thought that at the start. I never really felt that myself, but I'm sort of mindful of what negative feedback people provide, because I always think that's important to keep that in mind as well. Hi Sithel, how you going? And Sithel saying, oh yes, I've been stuck in faction creation for so long, started to play first real game since the DLC yesterday. Oh, there we go, okay. Awesome for sure, says username, yes. And then Hugh David saying, hi to Des in chat, I'm currently playing Age of Wonders 4 game, enjoying it very much. Yeah, one of the things I'm noticing actually is as I'm streaming the game, there seem to be a lot of people streaming it as well at the same time. So normally these sort of games die off after less than a week, but it's been weeks and weeks now of it being fairly popular, which is great. So, Seth is saying, good evening. How goes the war? Was the big faction repulsed? Yes, it was, just right then, actually. And we got ourselves a full-blown dragon out of that as well. This one does cost us a little bit in terms of our Imperium, etc. There should be a seven Imperium upkeep for this unit is what we have. So it's actually 78 gold per turn just to keep this big unit. So we do want to be making use of it. Now, I'm thinking that we go over now and take on... We've got a few different choices to do with this stack. I'm just going to close that one off for a second. We can go back here, which is one thing we wanted to do, and get Foundatorium again, which is the prototype halflings, proto-builder halflings back in through here. And so these are a group that we did want to actually have under our control, but then down this way as we have the orcs. That's a fair distance to be travelling. The other way we can do it is to come down here and take Skull Pit, but the trouble is we then sort of leave everything open in here. Still got another big stack in here as well, relatively strong, to help protect this zone. I think I'll get Foundatorium under our control again and then move off from there. So I think I'll make that what we'd end up doing. Just going to grab these big stacks. And we'll just move them into here. These as well. Just keep them coming along behind it. Hero leveled up. So this is Sev. Is now level 8, which means we can now pick another one of these signature skills, which gives me 2 more unlocks. Adaptive Order is all we've got. And what do I want? Some of these may be more viable than we think. And we do have this one as well. Okay, this unit grants +4 status resistance to adjacent friendly units. That could become more valuable over time. Back in through here. Reckless Rage. I think we were sort of heading down this way anyway. Yeah, I wanted to head down towards Resurgence. Doesn't matter which direction I go here. And that one there. So it's under defense or +20% critical hit chance. If I go that one, I can still get this one. Grim Executioner or Berserker's Rage. I think I prefer to end up down here and then down to there. So it means that we can't go that way. Makes a critical hit. Heals. Yeah, I think I'll go with the execute. Yeah, that will then weaken the defenses of the enemy unit. Yeah, let's go that way and then this way. Alright, so that's got those done. We'll confirm those two. Now, if I move off, we're then going to be fighting this unit now. So let's go and just get everything set up the way that we want it. So I've got 3 heroes in this group. And these should all have the ability to, if you have a look at their abilities in through here, they should all have at least the, this one here, the XP. So I think all of my heroes have got that. In fact, if we just go back across to each of them. Falcons is in this stack. Yep, we've got that one. And Sunio is not. Bjolf is, and he's also got it. So that's okay. So we'll start to shuffle away some of the smaller units and bring the bigger units back in. So we'll just get a bit of a balance. Definitely don't need to keep these in there. Move that one over. Now the Phase Beast is a big shock unit. So it's really going to come down to what we end up with in through here. We've got a Entwined Protector there, which is not all that powerful. Light Spirit we definitely want to bring in. I do want to keep these Shade Makers with us. The Cultivators are useful. Probably take that one out. And yeah, ultimately we probably need to get rid of some of these as well. Let's bring the Shade Beast into that group. So it's going to go in with Bjolf. This stack, we've got a couple of high-level cultivators. Let's just take both of those out for now. They're awesome units, but we don't need them leveling up at all. In fact, we don't need any of these leveling up. It gives me 4 of these. Now let's have a look and see what the weaknesses are. Actually, that one there, I'm going to take that one out as well. That gives me all 5. That gives me a very, very strong stack. In through there as well. All tier 3s. We still need to bring one more into this one into here. With this is with Sapior. That one's relatively strong. Needs another protector. Paladin's already top level, so bring that one back down. Just so they can keep on sort of leveling up as they go. Now that gives me 5 really strong stacks. I'm tempted to bring this low level stack back the other way. Let's take that one back through to help with this other group over here. And we'll just leave those where they are for now. And it's going to take us a little bit to get over this little mountain before we can then sort of move around. This one is just doing loops.
You're
They're still healing up as well. Aha, we have an actual attack going in. So we now have to move back again to defend this. So we'll have to clear off these elves now. We just can't get away from protecting what we've got. So our vassal is now under siege. T5 cats here going. Cat girls, horse girls, demon girls. Where are they? Here's the orc girl. Not moving off, they're just sort of just moving around. It's still hovering around. How do they get through the combat? Who are they attacking? I'm just going to auto this one because I think our guys have decided to go off and attack them. Alright, we've only got sort of lowish level fighters helping these guys out. But let's just go on auto combat, see what actually happens here. So we do lose a berserker, which is okay. I'll allow that, and we did lose a zealot, which is fine. And they lost a warbreed. So they captured. They certainly got a lot in through there as well. So these are the wood elves. Go and close them down. The way we've set this game up. Oh, now we're going even after this group through here. So we'll just auto this one as well. Lost two more of ours. Oh, so be it. So be it. Alright, well, that means we don't have to go back and look for these. Okay, so they've now headed off. Bathhouse, that's reasonably happy. It's going to be a bit expensive to get that one. Stone walls, I think we'll go that way. Just go and pick them up, just so that if anything does. Now these guys are still wandering around. There's another stack up there. Another big stack. Wow, these are strong. And I really want to just get across here. Can only get to there. Yeah, so we'll only just sort of make it across the bridge before we then have to deal with them. Their armies are massively large. Like they're all the three main ones are over 1,000 points. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to do another attack in here.
Aye.
So it looks like they're going to be hovering around for a little while. Okay, I'll just do a quick save and I'll just do an auto battle. It shouldn't be too tricky for us now with the army that we've got here. Yep, didn't lose anything, that's good. Okay, so they've all been destroyed. We'll close those. Alright, Mount Godkeep to the throne. Your troops have decimated the Sons of Khorne, roaming the slopes of Mount Godkeep. The Troll King returns to them, grinning with malice joy. Cultists laugh and torture Blood Clan. The Troll King says resentfully, "Who laughs now?" It swings its large mace towards the mountaintop. A spell shield of cultists broken. Now Shemoth the Friendly, fear God King vengeance. Cower in the throne room, his skull necklace for Troll King. So cult leader strong, the Troll King warns. Troll King has 3 loyal servants. One's joined Sunia, fights Shemoth the Friendly, and Sunia of Archathesis. Okay, so one joins Sunia of Archathesis. Gains an Entwined Protector. Gained a River Troll or a Scold. The Scolds are interesting. These have got Heat of Revel. Not really sort of what we want. None of them are really what I want, to be honest. Probably the River Troll with the Razor Net. The skirmish unit. So this one here, the Scold is more of a support unit, but it doesn't really help us. Actually, it probably would, you know. It's got Mending Touch, Songs of Carnage. I think I'll still go the River Troll. Okay, so that just brings us in one more unit. Now, we can't really heal up anywhere in here because we've still got wandering stacks that we need to try to get rid of. Okay, bring the River Troll back. You know, I think what I might do is actually send this army back to protect the dwarves. Well, we've got this one going back anyway. I'll move this one back off with them. We'll just move into that with that one there. Now, what to do with these here? It took a bit of a beating. I need to get into this. Well, actually, I need to avoid that area there. So I need to just keep it sort of coming back up through. But I think we'll just go on the attack now. Actually, we'll just keep it sort of coming through, even though we've taken a big beating here. I should be able to build something else potentially in this area just to heal up. You're leveled up. Okay, this is Sapior the Keen. Elementalist. Now, we were going... What were we trying to get? This turn all attacks and abilities ignore... Yeah, let's not worry about that one. I'll forget to use that. Yeah, they're not too bad. I think we just keep on sort of focusing down this way. I mean, getting this extra 10 hit points, maybe we go that way. Let's just do that for now. Just to get everyone sort of healed up a little bit. Looks like we've got another level up, another expansion, so we'll take this one out a bit further. Another farm out that way. Now get the chaplains. Alright, so we now have the next tome. So Tome of Subjugation is probably going to be our best option there. We've got Cleansing Flame that way. The Pyre. I don't think I'll worry about that one so much. Prophecies. So it gives us the Oracle. Okay, so this one here would be then applied to battle mages and range units. It gives them extra critical hit chance and faithful as well. I think they have that already. Yeah, these aren't too bad, are they? The prophecy ones. That's new. The prophecy ones are new to us. They're only tier 2s. We need to get to the tier 3s. Cleansing flame. So they're the only tier 3s that we can actually sort of then go and grab. Yeah, I think we might head off and grab the Tome of Prophecies.
To know one's destiny
So this is a new one.
can be a blessing or a curse. Oracles
Being considered the ogre looked Australian with his hat. He did indeed, actually.
and if ally their fortune.
I'll go Fated Projectiles. The Oracle is a tier 4 unit, which is good.
Woe to those who mistake prophecies for mere words.
This one
For
over
there is
through
no
here.
greater power than destiny, determined to fulfill its promise.
Again, that's a good one as well. I might go that way. We've got a fair few units that can go into defensive mode. And it's a strong way to play the game. Ultimately, who have we got in here? This is an NPC army of Old Hollow. Here's another young fire dragon, which would be good for us. So they're on the march towards us as well. In that case, we probably want to get another one into the mix of forces that we actually have through here. Yeah, I'll replace one of these cultivators, I think.
You what?
That dragon's still struggling. Maybe we even leave this dragon out for a turn. Just allow it to heal up. Yeah, I might do that. Just so we can capture more dragons. It's a very cheap way for us to end up with a very, very powerful stack. All healed up pretty well.
Uh-huh.
So in this one I'm going to play it out because I do want to grab that dragon again. They've also got a slither unit. Yeah, it doesn't go to anything other than what it does do. Yeah, we won't worry about capturing. I'll just capture the dragon. That's all I really want. So none of the others is anything that we need. So this is also the group coming from the Spirit Calling Halflings, which are the Draconian Halflings. So just go and do manual combat here. Dragon can ultimately get down this far.
Huh?
is over here. Is our main commander. Forward. Now we just need to condemn the others. There's nothing else for us to do there. If I set up this one, can that one attack anything just yet? Yeah, it can attack that one. I don't think it will, but I'll just go and protect that unit. That one connected. Okay. So the group in here, we need to dominate this. Only 53% because at the moment it's got the higher level. I'll just go and click on this one and have a bit of a look at it. So it's got the 5 status resistance. So it reduces the chance that the unit will be affected by negative status effects. So we really just want to go and affect that one unit. I mean, I want to probably get more of them, so I might do mass. Not really, there's only 2 of them there. That one won't last very long. So we'll just go and condemn the dragon. That should then mean that the ability we now have of this one to dominate will be 73%. I should be able to get it higher. So its status resistance. Weaken, stun, condemn. Which one was it that ended up? It was this one here. You know, it was only condemned as well. I thought we had one that gave us a bit more abilities to reduce the chance. Does weaken it. Yeah, it's not really what I want as such. I've got 2 of them that can do it, so let's just go and give this one a go. Actually, this one's the champion level. This one here is should still be. Yeah, they're both champions. Let's just give it a go and just see how we go with it. Yep, dominated. So we now have this dragon as well. That's good. And start the attack in here. Assassin Strike, which will do a bit more damage. Let's condemn it beforehand. defense has now been removed, which means that when we bring Sev in, we just get a... Oh, there's still retaliation there. Hope we did stun it. There we go. It's a nice, easy one for us to kill that one off. And with this one at the back through here, I might actually try domination here. Nope, it resisted. That's okay. I didn't really want that unit. It's pretty bad. Let's incinerate both of those. Actually, Sons of Resistance, that was the ones that we should be using to make it easier to dominate if we have to. This one. It's been slowed down, which is good. There's a lot of different things we can do here. I can give a coordinated command back to this one here, I think. Just go and do that. Always forget to use it. It's a big damage going in. And this one here will get the shot to get that one killed. Just with those. We can't do anything with anything else, so we'll just leave that one where that is. After the big dragon. Oh, that must have had slip away, I think. Alright, they're getting ready to run. Critical hit there. Okay, so we've got this one here, which we can kill off I'll be able to kill that one off anyway with pretty much anything. Nice, that was good. There we go, that's got it. Alright, that's good. So we did capture this young fire dragon yet again. And we do have enough to be able to then go and get it, so we'll just go and close that one off. And we will take it to keep that unit as well. Reinforced is tier 4. Actually, that's pretty good. +2 defense. Alright, we'll open the hero screen. I've only got 2 melee type heroes. It's tier 4 as well. Might keep that one with them. Yeah, I'll keep all of these on, I think. Maybe I'll place that one on it. That should be okay. We can just confirm that. So we'll go and close that one. Okay, so we now have a new unit. I'll be wanting it to go into one of these 2 stacks. I'll keep that one back. So we want to take this city. And then with these units, we just want them to heal up. Just keep them inside our territory. Elves will be coming sort of out of this area, so we should still be able to keep them under control. So that stack there won't be a massive problem to us. I'm concerned about just this little stack that we've got in here. So we lost a lot there. Stone root. Yep, that's okay. We'll just keep that one where that is. Now this group looks like we're going to be moving across, so I'll just move them back to here. We'll just get them across as well. Oops. So we'll leave Masontorium and just move across to start to get into this territory. Okay, so Terra Cyclone. The mint is boosted. Let's just go that way. And we'll end our turn. So what they get up to this time. So we're finally back on the attack. We did actually have the city for a little while. Hidden unit somewhere. Yeah, that siege, I was hoping that they would stop this, like that they wouldn't have the siege. I think I might take my units out of here. Because they can last for 50 turns. That way I don't have to wait for what they do. I don't want to have to keep on jumping around to protect the units, to protect the areas. I think I just have to keep on moving across the top, and if we lose cities down in here for a little while, we'll be able to then come back and at least pick them up. Here we go. They are attacking. It's a risky battle, and we are damaged here a little bit. I'm going to auto-combat this one. Just hope for the best. But in reality, I think if we do poorly here, and we did okay, except that we did lose 2 units there that I really don't want to be losing. So, and I'm running out of time, so I'm going to have to. I should have waited until everyone was healed up. Let's just retry it. Let's our turn first, because they attacked us. So again, we want to sort of just keep things in the middle here. It's the tier 5 units that are going to be the problem. It's this stack in here that is going to be the main issue. So these will have special abilities. This has got the Finger of Death. Target non-hero enemy unit has a base 60% chance of dying. If a non-undead unit dies this way, it transforms. That's okay. So the Finger of Death is what we have to try to avoid, and that one is actually got a range attack. So it's a range 3, which means that if it moves to there, it can get all the way out to here. So I want to make sure that I can go in and attack that one effectively, if we need to, which means it's probably going to be this unit. Now this one should have got Faithful, got Keeper's Mark, which does give us Steadfast. So I'm going to go and use that one to try to draw that one in. So I'm going to start over through here. I'm just going to shuffle everything across. Let's just see where this one can get to with that finger. So it can take anything in there. I think I'll allow it to try it. Allow it the attempt against this particular blessed soul. Then we need to get. Oh, hang on. No, that was not what I wanted to do. Where are my? There it is. There. Cultivator. Just keep that one going. Bastion unit is another shield unit. Got Falcons back in through there. He has taken a bit of damage. Leave that one where that is. Just get ready to pop in another Tesseract somewhere. This side. I'll shield wall this one up.
Yeah.
So that both of these will at least have a bit more protection. We've got 7 there for the resistance, but we'll see how it goes. we have to be a bit careful of.
Yeah.
It's been tricky getting through this this area actually of the map. But if we can take this one out, at least it should then open the gates a little bit for us, even if we have to go back and lick our wounds for a little while. So they're all done. I think we'll just end our turn there. Didn't run, didn't move. Yeah, I'll just keep these guys where they are. No, I can't. I don't want to be moving that one up.
Yeah, ma?
Okay, we'll move them. Pyromancer we want to sort of keep behind. This one will move up to towards the front. Stays back a little bit. Alright, we do have spells that we can now launch, and we do want to condemn tier 4, tier 5, tier 4 at the back there. I can get a lot of condemnation in through this other side, so let's just go and do that one. Just to get us started. That's it. It didn't still move. It's God, the AI is good in this game. When you sort of set it too difficult, it really is difficult. I can actually move that one up to start the melee strikes and so on and so forth. Can that one use it? You can use it anywhere. Our units have steadfast, which does give me a little bit of an ability. I'm going to see if I can take this thing. I'll need to take this thing down fairly quickly. Just to start to bring things up. Actually, we do have condemnation again. I'm just going to cast that one as well. Before we do too much else. Just make sure that they're all condemned. From any old angle, really. I can use that any old place as well. I'll come back for that one. Tier 3s, I'll just go that way. Start to do damage. Light Spirit. What else do we have down this way? Lock that one in. Just a bit careful down this way, I think. I don't really want to do too much. Just keep that one ready, just to give support. I could move it up to there. I think I'll take it up and we'll just see how we go. I should be doing like a quick save just in case we have to come back to this point. He's got spirit weakness. We'll charge into that one. Keep Bjolf where he is. Sapior as well. We do have the Freezing Blast, which I don't think will actually do anything, but let's just try it. Let's just see how we go. Oh, maybe. It's a critical hit. We have these other bolts as well. Just get more misfortune just to stop it from being able to use its big attacks. Missed. Can sort of certainly stop a lot of these other ones. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much more damage that way, so let's just see if we can stop some of these. Maybe that one there. And that is stunned, so it won't be able to move for a turn. They're going to be coming forward, so I think I'll just leave this one at the back here, along with this one. Move this one back up just to give a bit more support in the coming fights. Alright, so we're certainly stacked this edge now against this one. Finger of Death was resisted, and that's what we wanted. Super powerful with things like decaying and stuff. Missed, I think. need to get our healing sorted. Alright, so we're down here. Now Falcons has weakened. Sons of Defense. The one I'm looking for is this one here, Soulbound. Thinks that's not going to be a problem. Starblades is okay. Alright, so not really going to be... not going to be losing like damage. I thought some of them were decaying. Yeah, that's under defense. That one's okay as well. Okay, the two heroes here are in a bit of a pickle. We have a problem. We've got phase to this location. Good start. I better start healing up these heroes. That one's been stunned. That one is decaying. There we go. Get the kill here. Good. Okay, that's one of their dangerous units down there. They've still got a couple of tier 4s which we have to get to. In the meantime, we'll just go and heal up these. Take it in there. Just to weaken as many as we can. Tier 4s. There's one. Oh, there's the other one there. Well, I'll just get rid of what I can. So a little bit of retaliation that comes back this way, but not a hell of a lot. Now I've still got Mending Touch in through here. If I need it on anyone, I don't think I need it just yet. We get the kill there. I can do damage to all of those, so I'll do that. Just cause them to start burning. Now we do need to bring this one through, which means that we need this one out of here. careful of what we do here. Because Bjolf is not the strongest. He's more there as a support type unit. I'm wondering if we don't bring him back in behind. He doesn't have a lot of hit points, so I think we'll just do it that way. He does have Steadfast, which we can sort of rely on a little bit for some of our units. It's actually a pretty good attack there. It's only a tier 1. Bring that one down. There's hardly any retaliation coming back against this unit here. So we'll just do what we can against these low-level units. Move that one up so we can then start to bring this one into the fight next turn. This Bastion unit. Just bring that one in. We still have spells. I've got Mass Condemnation again, which should actually do a lot of damage in here. So let's go and use that again. Yeah, that's going to kill 2 of the units off. That's good. So we still have 2 tier 4s, which are going to be the big problem ones. That tier 4 should focus on the Tesseract. We're going to try to kill that one. Steadfast is now just kicked in. Phase Beast was hit. That tier 4 is now the problem. We have a fair bit of trouble now up this way. So at this phase, we now have a tricky problem with this unit because this one is has essentially now used up its Steadfast. It's down to 1 hit point, and I need to heal it up. The Phase Beast can still come back in. Can't get to the tier 4 there. But I can kill off that unit. But that's not going to be really the problem. It's going to be these units in here. So I'm just going to go and smack into the middle of all of these. And we can kill that unit with this unit, but this unit here has completely lost its turn. Ending touch, I can move that one up just to give that one a bit of support, which I think I'll have to do. Just I'm going to take it. %, chance to stun that unit. I think I'll take that for now. It does block us off in here. The Inquisitor. That gives the Inquisitor free shots in here at this stage. Or he can then run away. Try to get away from the attack. It's been very tricky, this one. That's good. Okay, they were critical hits and they got the kill. Now that should allow us to start to run forward with our units. I can hit that one hard. Which won't get rid of that one, but this one here, no, that one still can't either. This one's losing morale. You need to get up into these these higher tier units. Bring the Pyromancer up. Did unfortunately strengthen it. Tesseract. It's good. This one does have Mending Touch. I don't think it can actually help that one. The Blessed Soul, I think we're going to lose the Blessed Soul no matter what we do here. Just stay where it is. Just put pressure on all of these. I really got to keep this one away from this other fight now. Cultivator. There's a 50% chance we get the kill there. I'll take that. Good. It gets their morale down even further. Can't mend that one. I'll do what I can here. We still have spell casting. Only 20. Probably should have gone for the kill there. Come on, give me the kill. Missed. That's all we can do this turn. I've still got this one here. I just want to move this one away from that area. So he's taking a bit too much damage. Hi Reed, how are you going? Yeah, we lost that unit. Okay, we're getting close now. Getting very close now to running. Kill either one of these off. Good, that one's gone. Just got this one here, which I thought we'd be able to do more damage there. So do we win the battle? Yes, we do, but we did unfortunately lose that that defender. Yeah, so which is not much better than what the AI did. Anyway, we'll just close that one off. You have to go back and look at our wounds again. Well, I do have to get going, guys, so I've sort of gone over time. So I'll leave it here, and when we're back, we'll try to keep on breaking out. Every time we try to break out of an area, we just get stymied every single time. So we now have to bring these guys back to lick their wounds. Might as well just do that now, I guess. Very frustrating. Alright, so back we go. Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow. So I'll catch you then.